Hello YouTube, this is Brooklyn Bounce. I'm going to start with chapter 1 of the book Anthony's Boy, the Prince of Bath Avenue. The true story of former Bonanno family hitman Joey Calco. Written by Richard Stanley Kagan. I apologize for the sound of my voice. I'm getting over a vocal cord injury. I'm going to do my best. This will be chapter 1. As if my channel grows, I'll start getting better equipment so you'll have better sound quality, and maybe I could edit out some of the sound of my voice so it sounds a little bit better for you guys. Alright, here we go. Chapter 1. Joey Tommy Calco, Palermo, Italy. I look up as high as my eyes can see at the robin's egg blue Sicilian sky. It is puffed with floating white cotton clouds. I take a deep breath of the sweet, salty Mediterranean Sea mist, and I think that this is a great day to be alive. The first heartbeat of the rest of my life. It has taken me a lifetime to get where I am today. A lifetime of bullets, guns, knives, garrots, trust, deceit, betrayals, and love. I am standing here in Sicily. It is the island of my parents' birth. They were born in the Commune di San Salvatore di Fatalia, the province of Messina, Sicily, which is a town perched across from Italy's Strait of Messina. The town lies directly in the fourth path of the pointed toe of the jackboot foot of mainland Italy. There has been talk of building a bridge across the strait to bring trade and traffic into and through the bucolic meadows and pastures of the people of this island, the Taruni people, these who dedicate their whole lives to their husbands and nurse and coax their fertile volcanic soils of the island. They manage to mystically force a busting of grapes from struggling vines. Then they crush the precious grapes and vent the prized Sicilian harvest into wines of red and white and rose. These tease and tempt the palate and the eyes of the locals and the taste buds of wine connoisseurs worldwide with the automatic perfumancy of the libation of Bacchus. I believe it's called, libation of Bacchus. This transformation of grapes into wine is a Sicilian tradition. But with great concern, this intrusive bridge idea to run across the Strait of Messina has been rejected by the peons and peasants who call this island their home. The true Sicilians. It is rumored. Do not want more Italians roaming the streets and raving their fields and crops, children and women. They remember the historic Night of the Sicilian Vepers, which occurred during Easter week in the year 1282, when the people of Palermo were called to evening prayer by the bells who worship God in their holy church. This was a difficult time for the Sicilian people because their city indeed was an entire island, was occupied by French troops. The French treasury agents waited in hiding outside the church to catch people who did not pay their taxes to the French government. These agents wrestled and handcuffed many people and defiled their honor in the greatest of disrespect by slapping their faces and hauling them through the streets to jail. A French soldier, it is said, assaulted a beautiful young girl who was soon to be married and dishonored her behind the church. Her hysterical mother ran through the streets seeking help, crying out as loud as she could, "Mafia, mafia," which means "my daughter, my daughter." The young husband-to-be of the girl hunted down and killed the soldier with a knife. Then the entire island of Sicily, all at once, all together, exploded and broke out into streams for vendetta and vengeance against the French. Their voices reached the mountaintops, even to the peak of the volcano, Mount Etna. Some people say they cried out as loud as a battalion of cannon. Morta alla Francia, Sicilia Alana. I'm sorry about that. Death to France, Sicily cries out. Then many French soldiers were killed by the peasants and aristocracy of a wounded, dishonored Sicily. The French did not understand that no wound and dishonor one Sicilian without cause and without justice is to wound and dishonor all the Sicilians. I apologize for that. I have a bad vocal cord. And that, they say, was the start of the Sicilian mafia and strengthening of the resistance movement against the French occupiers, who were eventually thrown off the island. That way of life, belief, and survival has been the Sicilian tradition by which people band together to help each other to fight against the opposers. Even today, they say that is true. Excuse me. Even today, to be a Sicilian is to stand arm in arm with all Sicilians, bound by pride and solidarity. Now, while this story may have some folklore in it, this does not really matter because this account illustrates the strong unity of the Sicilian people. This was the story of my father, Joey Calco, told to me when I was a little boy back in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, where I was born and grew up, and where I became a member of the Bath Avenue crew of the Joseph Bonanno family, which is one of the reputed 5 families of La Cosa Nostra of New York City. That is why the mafia became a friend to the oppressed here on this precious island of Sicily, and that is why I have come here to help. I've come here today to become a part of and work with the mafia to help the poor people here, and of course to help myself and my friends a little too. I have to be honest with you about what I told you before, and everything else I will tell you about my life as you read on. I am not going to pull any punches. I am going to tell you like it is, regardless of who likes what I say and who doesn't. The truth is the truth, and there is no changing that. There is nothing I can do about the truth except tell it. Tradition has been an important scathed weapon in Sicily. Sicily's fight against the cruel and savage bands of thugs and cutthroats who have invaded the island in the past. Struggles for freedom over eons of memory. Now I stand here today eager to be a man of tradition and continue the battle to keep my own freedom in my new island home. This hearth of sanctuary was the home of my parents and all of my ancestors since the memory of this tradition began. I am here today not because I want to be here. There, on the other hand, in some way I think perhaps it is because I do want to be here, you see. I am here because of what some people say I did when I lived in my old home in Bensonhurst. I was told by my mentor, friend, consigliere, and acting boss of the Bonanno crime family, Anthony Sparrow, that I must leave my home in America and take a long and well-earned vacation to the island of Sicilian tradition until the current storm blows over, until the waters of New York City Harbor are once again soft and sincere and safe for my return. This conversation of the tempest may take a while to calm. This conversion of the tempest may take a while to calm, he said with a stern face. Tradition is the lifestyle which has allowed the people of Sicily to brave the storms of battle that have raged their past and given them the path to their survival. It is the tradition of the brotherhood and sisterhood of this banding together of many who are weak. It is the art and craft of weaving and welding people of a common birth and allegiance into a strong chain of unbreakable cable, which cannot be shattered or breached by outside forces. This is the very real soul, pride, and solidarity. This is tradition. This tradition was at one time the heart of La Cosa Nostra in New York City and in other cities in the United States, but after a while, a lot of the old tradition just went away with the clicks of a clock as time ticked by. My past cannot really leave behind me. It follows me wherever I go, no matter how hard I try to lose it. Sometimes I feel that it carries a large, sharp knife, or a powerful gun, or a baseball bat with the Brooklyn Dodgers, or a Garrett to strangle my neck with. But I'm sorry, no, there's not about that. This is the past, and I have left it behind in Bensonhurst. Still, I feel that this past of mine has wings and wheels and tires and engines and boats, and with silent sails with silent sales, which it tries to sneak behind me and catch me in an unguarded moment of time. This is the very same thing I did just 1 week ago to the leader of our Bath Avenue crew. It was my friend, Paulie Galino. Oh God, rest in peace, Paulie G. That's not in the book, I'm just saying that. Rest in peace, Paulie G. Who I shot dead with 2 bullets to his head in the kitchen of his parents' house because I was just following orders from Anthony Sparrow after the hit. After the hit, the Don walked up to me in the street, hugged me, and said, "You're a good guy." I just did what I was told to do, and then I was a good guy. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here today. I guess that all of the good guys go on to Sicily at some point in their lives. I know that Charlie Lucky Luciano, came back here after he helped the United States win World War II. He had friends here, and he helped set up the Renaissance for the Ally invasion of Sicily, just like the Giuseppe Mazzini, Giuseppe Garibaldi, and Count di Cavour did for the Italian Regionamo. Sorry, I can't pronounce that one. And unification of Italy to bring King Victor Emmanuel II to the throne. This drive for reunification started in 1860 and fought on during the same years of battles of the Civil War in the United States of America. People in Italy still talk about the Risorgimento today. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. I'll spell that for you at the end of this video if you like. Read on, and I'll tell you why I had to do what I did. And then you will stop and think that if you were in my shoes at the time, you wouldn't have done all the same exact thing that I did. We'll see. Nothing in life is at all cut and dried, all black and white, all right and wrong, all good and bad, all sweet and sour, all like they teach you in Sunday school or in conscience. There is always a different way to look at things. There are always 2 or more sides of every story, or to every hit. So don't be so quick to judge me. Give me a chance to tell my story. Give me a chance like I gave Paulie Galino before I had to whack him. That's not nice. Only he didn't take a chance. Only he didn't take the chance when I offered it to him, and so bada boom, the rest is history. Okay, that's the end of chapter 1. Listen, I apologize for mispronouncing the words. This is my first time reading a book to YouTube. Normally I read to myself. I had a thermal vocal cord injury a couple of years ago that I'm recovering from. That was chapter 1. I really don't agree with the last sentence of that. That really wasn't a nice thing to say about Paulie G. I understand he did what he was told, but you didn't have to say it like that in the book. Alright, so that's chapter 1 of Anthony's Boy, The Prince of Bath Avenue. Story of Joey Calco. I'm going to read a chapter of video because my throat really hurts now. Please subscribe to my channel, Brooklyn Balance. The link is in the description. Please subscribe to Jimmy Calandra, A Bath Avenue Story. Please subscribe to Gunsmoke The Don. Please subscribe to Bald Sicilian. And please subscribe to me. Please help my channel grow, because I could use it. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you for listening, and you guys have a nice day. Bye. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna spell out this word that I couldn't pronounce. RESORGIMENTO. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys and girls. I couldn't pronounce that word. I promise you, as I get more money, I'll buy better microphones, better ways to make the channel sound better. Maybe I can edit my voice a little bit. I will throw my Cash App up there. You don't have to give anything, but anyone who ever donates to my Cash App, I will throw it right back into my channel. I will not buy a single thing for myself. It'll all be going to go into microphones, lights, things like that for all my other videos I'm going to be putting out. All my how-to videos on cars and motorcycles, things like that. Yeah, that's basically it. And I keep receipts on hand, so if anyone who does donate to my channel, they can easily see the receipts. But like I said, there's no need to do that. If you want to do that, I thank you in advance. Please subscribe. Please like. Please dislike if you didn't like it. Like I said, if you didn't like it, I apologize. This is my first time reading a book out loud. And all right, guys. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.